Yes, 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 yes. The boy is here. Yes, God Almighty, we got some shit going on today, ski. Today, ski, baby. What's up? I need y'all to hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. If you're new to the channel, man, subscribe, man. I'm trying to get to 10K. Been doing this for a while. It's hard. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but one thing I'm doing right is consistency. You know what I mean? It'll catch up with you. But hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. Tap in, bro. Take a ride with me. That's what you got to do. You got to take a ride with me, man, because these topics I'm about to get on is just like, vicious. It is vicious. It's vicious. I ain't gonna lie to you. It is vicious. It is really, really vicious because the Hot Boy reunion, everything. I was mad that I wasn't at Essence Festival because I really wanted to see the Hot Boy reunion, but it wasn't no Hot Boy reunion. Wasn't no Hot Boy reunion. No. It was more like the regular niggas you see together, but Turk wasn't there. And you can't have a Hot Boy reunion without Turk. And I was watching it, right? I was watching Essence Festival. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was watching Essence Festival and I was watching it from TV because a bunch of people screaming, and then I seen the Hot Boy performance. I'm not gonna lie to you. Lil Wayne put up a legendary performance. That boy got hits. Lil Wayne will be performing some of those hit records that forever. For us people that's older and that was really Hot Boy fans and lived in that Hot Boy moment, Lil Wayne will be performing some of those records, early on records that he did, for the rest of his life. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Weezy will be doing that for the rest of his life, yo, because Lil Wayne is vicious. You know what I mean? Them three songs that he sung, he put on an excellent performance. You know what I mean? I liked it that. I liked the Lil Wayne, performance overall, bro. He really did his thing, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. He really did his thing, bro. He really did his thing, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. And I'm really proud of Wayne, but it was upsetting to me that Turk wasn't there. And I'm like, why Hot Boy Turk ain't there? And then I seen how Wayne looked at them, because I'm paying attention to the show. I seen how Wayne looked, and I seen that Little Wayne did not recognize the crew. Not one time did he mention the Hot Boys on stage. And he said cash money at the end. You know what I mean? Just to give some like credit, give a little validation. That's what Wayne did. Wayne didn't do much, bro. Wayne didn't do much. Wayne didn't say much. Wayne didn't, but Wayne got to the performance, bro, and you seen the tension. And Turk wasn't there. And I know Turk heartbroken because Turk been getting really, they ain't been treating Turk like he part of the family. I can understand that. Turk said some things out his mouth early on, and then that's if you follow hip hop. A lot of these dudes that do commentating and do these shows don't really follow hip hop and really just talking off of what they study today. But me just being an elite Hot Boy fan, I understood back in the day that Turk was going through a lot of difficulties, getting high and shit like that. Turk was making mistakes, and young dudes make mistakes, and he was really very, very young when he had that. He got on a few interviews, and one of his most legendary interviews was the Drink Champ interview where he just like went all out. Somebody was having fake watch. He just said a lot of stuff, bro. BG felt as though, this is my opinion, y'all. It's only my opinion, bro. BG felt like Turk was making money off the free BG campaign and didn't get at him. Wayne and Turk was iffy. Birdman just never hollered at him. I never seen like a Birdman reunion. I think it was something like Birdman holler, but what it is, what it is. But Turk just was just speaking his mind. I think Turk did come out of jail off his 8 year sentence. He went through a lot. Turk went through a lot. Turk was getting high. You get what I'm saying? He was young. You know what I mean? He's a young project boy. He just couldn't pull it together. And it's hard to pull it together being that young with that type of money and that, all that going on. So Turk fell off. Turk went to prison. Turk came home. Turk came home thugging like anybody. He sang on his song, No Love, that he couldn't get a stack from a nigga. So he came home fucked up. He built himself up. He got a wave. He signed early on to like a Houston label. He got with them and, he started making music, putting music out there. He finding his niche. Wayne and Turk is like really tight in the group, like Baby and BG tight, Manny Fresh and Juvenile tight. when you pay attention, because when shit was going on, Manny Fresh and Juvenile was still working together. BG was locked up. Baby was fucking with everybody. Wayne was sticking to Young Money. And Turk just been by itself. I didn't understand why Lil Wayne ain't break bread with Turk. That's what I'm gonna be so honest with y'all. I didn't understand why Lil Wayne wasn't breaking bread with Turk. You said what? You could go ahead, my man. I'm gonna go ahead and remove you. You know what I mean? But so basically, Manny Fresh and Jury already be where I got sidetracked. But so it's going down like it's going down. So all the niggas got their pick. You see Juvenile with Manny, you see Birdman fucking with everybody, you see Weezy doing his thing, and BG was in jail. Now everybody that's into hip hop and into this shit, everybody that came up back then want to see a Hot Boy reunion. So here go the show, Essence Festival, the 30th Essence Festival. What's more better than to put a Hot Boy reunion together at the Essence Festival? So here's the Essence Festival. Everybody is excited. Oh man, we're gonna see the Hot Boy reunion. Boom. Them niggas come out doing sets by themselves. BG came out, then Juvie came out, and then Manny Fresh came out with Juvenile. Then Wayne came out by himself. Then Birdman came out. The Birdman made a statement that I thought had nothing to do with the show, saying he wasn't gonna be a bitch ass nigga for nobody. I ain't understand that concept. Like I don't get it. And then Turk wasn't on it, so they saying Lil Wayne saying there ain't no Hot Boy reunion without Turk, and there ain't no Hot Boys without Turk. So Lil Wayne standing on the business. They didn't want to invite Turk because of whatever, and they're supposed to be a union. They supposed to be unified. Wayne wasn't fucking with them niggas. Wayne did not perform with the Hot Boys. He didn't even mention the Hot Boys. And if you ask me, I feel like Wayne standing on business, bro. You standing on business, bro. Him and Turk come up together. They was the youngest in the group. They got a partnership. I don't know if Turk broke bread, Wayne broke bread with Turk. I don't know. It's just my own opinion. But for that instance, bro, I kind of respect it. Like, bro, if you ain't fucking with everybody, you can't fuck with nobody. So Lil Wayne, straight up, Lil Wayne straight up stood on business. Any of y'all can go to YouTube right now or wherever you stream at and look at Lil Wayne performance. He ain't give one fucking fucks to that Hot Boy shit. He didn't, bro. He brought Jay Mills and Gutter out there and said, yo, shout out to my brothers. I watched the whole thing. And then the Hot Boy reunion, it was dope. I know if people was there, bro. I know if people was there, bro. I'm talking about Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Lil Wayne and why the Hot Boys didn't come out. Turk wasn't on the tour, wasn't on the Essence. The 30th Essence Festival in New Orleans was supposed to be kind of like a Hot Boy reunion, and it wasn't Turk. If you look on YouTube and you pay attention to catch you up what I'm talking about, Lil Wayne did a whole set and did not recognize the Hot Boys. He shouted out, he said he was there on behalf of Young Money. And then he shouted out Cash Money like towards like the end of his set. He did not recognize Juvenile, BG, Manny Fresh, or Baby. None of them came on stage with him. You get what I'm saying? BG was right there because he had this black and white outfit on. You could see BG, and then Wayne kind of like did a mug move too, kind of look up and down shit. And he feels like y'all niggas saying fuck Turk, so it's fuck y'all. And I'm not saying Wayne and Turk got the best relationship, but Wayne doesn't have the best relationship with with Baby. You know what I mean? Baby's in the middle of all this. Baby and Slim can make this go away, but they just not making it go away. They just not go, you know what I mean? They just not making it go away. So I feel like, will we get a Hot Boy reunion? I hope. Do I think it's gonna happen? It's a lot of politics. Money and a good conversation can change things, but I just feel like that camp is treating Turk different. You get what I'm saying? I feel like since Turk came home, he didn't get the appreciation and the recognition from, the people that put him on. I just don't feel like Turk was it. But Juvie still fuck with Turk. Manny Fresh fuck with Turk. Turk issues right now with Cash Money is like BG and Baby. You know what I mean? Baby ain't fucking with him. BG ain't fucking with him. I think BG got some different politics with it. I think it can be resolved. But like I said again, it's just my opinion. You get what I'm saying? This is my opinion, bro. You know what I mean? This is my opinion. It's no other opinion in the world. This is my opinion. So I'm just saying these ain't facts that I'm talking. I'm just speaking about it. I just think it looked crazy with a Hot Boy with all them niggas on stage and Turk wasn't there. You know what I mean? That's like Master P performing without Mia X, or doing a reunion without Mystical and Mia X. Like, no matter how much they might not like Turk, how much they might not fuck with Turk, Turk is a part of Cash Money history. He's a part of the legendary Hot Boys. He's a part of legendary group. He made his mark in hip hop. He was just so young. And Turk tell you on different shows, he tell you he was getting high. Turk tell you he was getting high, the dope messed him up, the E pills, everything that he was doing at a young age. But you still gotta remember, the man was young. You get what I'm saying? The man was young. It wasn't like you know what I mean? And this shit is new to you, just coming out the Magnolia Projects and just hitting this fame and all this shit. And you already had problems before you signed. You know, Turk said he was getting loaded before the record deal. You get what I'm saying? So by him getting loaded before the record deal, he understood that he fucked up a lot. So sitting in jail almost 9 years, he got himself together and he came home trying. And then he said some things. So I ain't gonna lie, yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna lie to you at all, bro. I think it was fucked up that, whatever happened, the man wasn't in his city performing some of those legendary songs. And Wayne stood on business about that. Wayne stood on business about that. Wayne ain't giving no love. I don't think he commented. I think they got like the internet saying there's a couple little diss out right now. Let me see. The internet is saying there's a couple little diss out. Look, it's that Lil Wayne, this is Birdman, BG and Juvenile and Cash Money Essence. I believe that because the way he mugged and the way he did that, he ain't showed him no love and respect. You know what I mean? BG Birdman addresses Turk not being invited to the Cash Money, invited to perform with Cash Money, Wheezy, F Baby, YCMB. Yeah, it's like if you look on the internet, it's going crazy. Yeah, Turk should feel away, Kenny. Turk should feel away, Kenny. I could send you the link too, Kenny. Turk should feel away. Turk should definitely feel away about that because Turk, I would, I would have came. I would have came in a rage. It would have got ugly. You get what I'm saying? I would have came in a rage, bro. I would have came in a rage. But Turk still saying it's gonna be a Hot Boy reunion. They still gonna work together. I don't know, but it was kind of embarrassing. And Wayne showed. Little Wayne, I'm telling you, bro, just look at the performances. 23 man, I think, yo, listen, Wayne did not. If all the hot boys did, right? Y'all ain't been together in 25 years. BG just coming home. He never recognized them niggas, bro. That was like one of the most disrespectful is ways to carry it. Like, bro, you painted the picture to the world that you not see him out. He said, yo, shout out to Cash Money Records. He did that. I guess that was for Sugar Slim. Let me say something about it. But far as BG, Turk, and Wayne ain't had no love for them niggas, bro. Wayne ain't had no love for them niggas, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Wayne ain't had no love for his friends and family, bro. He didn't, bro. He didn't really have no love for them guys, bro. Wayne didn't have no love for them guys, bro. And it was devastating. But, politics is crazy because these dudes are getting in this rap thing, man, and they not, I don't know, man. But anyway, Lil Durk, they asked Wayne about the Hot Boys reunion. Wayne said he didn't know nothing about it. He was on Undisputed. That makes sense. It sounds like something Lil Wayne to say on Undisputed getting money. Wayne is definitely on Undisputed doing his thing, Kenny. You know what I mean? Wayne is on Undisputed doing his thing, and I don't know, bro. I think it's a lot to do with Birdman, bro. In order for this to get heaven, Slim gotta speak up. Slim is gonna have to come and talk to them people. You know what I mean? Slim gonna have to come and talk to them people, yo. Turk, you know what I mean? Turk should have felt the way, and I felt the way. But I felt the way that they did not, quote unquote, give Turk what he deserved, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, yo. I feel like they didn't do right by Turk. You know what I mean? I think they didn't do right by Turk. You know what I mean? I don't really think they did right about by Turk, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It was crazy they ain't do right by Turk. Turk not being there and Turk not being involved in it fucked me up. It really did, bro. It was really, really devastating. It was like, yeah. And I'm just looking at I can't get into it because I don't want no type of whatchamacallit on here, no type of scrutiny. on here, but I think Turk should have been. Turk should have been. How do you feel about that, man? Before we
They
get into
played.
this, feel about Turk not being
They
on it.
they played with Turk, man.
Played with him
Say
bad, bro.
I,
They
I
played.
don't like it at all because, like you say, regardless if they fuck with him or not, he part of the group. You can't have a reunion without. That's like having a Capone and Noriega reunion without
Without
Noriega there
Capone. So without
or
yeah,
Capone there. Like it just don't work. You
yeah,
can't have a group reunion and not have a member of the group. That's just it ain't right.
yeah, yeah. I was devastated. And do you feel like Lil Wayne was right by just standing on the business of it and not fucking with
Uh,
them niggas? Like,
Not really, because if you there, make it work. Make it what the fans want to see. Don't nobody want to see y'all separated, looking like
I ain't
y'all
gonna lie,
beefing.
but the reaction, I'm here to tell you, bro, because I watched the whole performance, because I thought it was gonna be all of them. I watched the whole performance. I'm gonna tell you, the fans went ballistic for Lil Wayne, my nigga.
Of course, he the
They
biggest
went
one.
ballistic. The
Just the
fans,
fact that he was there, they happy,
yeah, and they
realistically.
said Essence offered him $2 million. He turned it down and still pulled up. That's what they said. Essence offered Wayne 2 million to do his own set, to do his own thing. He turned the money down and still pulled up because it's a 30-year anniversary of the Essence Festival. It's New Orleans. He wanted to be there. That's the home place, but them
And you
doing
gotta
it with
realize he like, man, they not doing this show without me being there. Fuck, I look like. He was probably on some shit like that. I'm going to still pull up and do my thing. Fuck him.
he brought
You
Jay
gotta
Mills out. He
realize
brought Jay
he
Mills
got
and
more
Gut out.
money than all them niggas, so he not the one stressing over no money.
Exactly, because he turned the money down and still showed up. That's a boss. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
he
That's
not
a
worried
boss.
about the money. See, that man got money, man. He rich, rich. He got way more money than all them niggas at this point.
I mean, yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. But when you go on later on and you go watch the show, and it's only about 30 minutes, 23 minutes long, something like that. It is fucking beautiful. But it's like BG came out first, was singing this shit. I was going crazy. Then Jury came out, and then I seen the issues because they was playing what happened to that boy, and Birdman ain't run out on stage. It wasn't. I'm telling you like this. If I was at Essence Festival yesterday, I would have fucking this week. It's just like it just give me the vibe of us as a culture always in the sun. Feel me? Us always
Dysfunction.
divided, bro. Like that
There
shit
you go.
ridiculous.
You gotta realize that's the problem with black people as a whole. We can't unify for shit. Even
Can't
when we do
unify for shit.
unify and make something great happen, such as a Cash Money, a Rockefeller, it always gonna get fucked up by greed every single time. We just, as a people, we gotta do better, man. We gotta learn how to
Yeah,
stick
yeah,
together
yeah,
and
yeah.
and not play about that.
But do you think that Lil Wayne symbolized that? Because it's like, yo, he's saying
Like you
it's no
did
hot
say,
boy reunion without Turk. Like y'all current
I
Turk.
agree
I ain't
with them
with you.
because you can't have. It's not the hot boys if one of them not there. It's all.
Right.
It's y'all three niggas. It's not
And
the
he's
hot
living
boys.
in well. And
Yeah,
he's
that
well.
that he was able to perform. He should have been there.
He
There's
was
no
able to
reason he
perform.
shouldn't have been there.
And
Even
that
if
would have
they
helped
wanted
his
to do
vet.
it how they just did this shit with everybody doing their own set, he should have been had his own set too. If that's how y'all want to do it, y'all that divided. But it ain't. He shouldn't have not been there. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, but Birdman
I
got a
ain't
lot of
lying.
power.
I couldn't have been him. I'd have fucked around and getting booked. Cause I'd have went to that show on my Beanie Siegel shit, mugging all them niggas from the crowd, nigga.
I don't know if he was there. There's no footage of Turk being there, but he
I
said he
know.
had an after party or something. He was doing shit for Essence Festival that week of Essence. So I think he had events, but he just wasn't there. And that hurts because that's in the big gym. That's in the big gym, bro. I think it was in the Superdome or something. You know what I mean? That's the Essence Festival. I mean, everybody loves the Essence Festival. It's black excellence. It's black excellence. And it's always been in New Orleans for the last 30 years. And I felt like that Hot Boy reunion for them being one of the biggest groups that ever came out of New Orleans, it was kind of like an upset to the people, and it shows still at the 25 years after all the money arguments them niggas been through, all the breakups, all the jail sentences, and y'all niggas couldn't pull this shit together. And I feel like Wayne, and you know this, I'm a huge BG fan. BG is my favorite hot boy. I stand behind him 100%. But them is really Baby and BG really not fucking with it. Juvie, Manny Fresh is still fucking with Turk. You know what I
Hold
mean?
up, yo. Who you thought was Killer Mike, my nigga?
They trolls, bro. This is the troll album. You can't pay no trolls, trolls no more. You can't feed into them. But back to what I was saying, I felt like, yo, listen, Turk, Juvenile, and Wayne and BG is the hot boys, and Baby and Manny Fresh is the big timers. People want to see that. People want to see that set. We want to see them bring the helicopters out again. We want to see that. We even want to see. I want to see the hot boys do a documentary like Wu-Tang. Like the Wu-Tang series. I mean, all of that money is on the table for this legendary group. And them niggas is all still living and well. Wu-Tang sure the member. You know what I'm saying? They
You
are
know what?
all still together. They still here
I
living. They
think
are.
I just seen a Ghostface interview. He said he ain't never watched that Wu-Tang series. He like, I ain't watching that shit. That ain't my story. That's RZA's story. He can tell his story how he want, but that shit ain't my story.
Right, right,
And
right.
and and that's how a lot of them niggas in the Wu feel. So I think it would end up being the same way if they did a Cash Money series. It'll be
Baby story.
Baby story.
But
So
I thought this Wu Tang series and what I think it's going to do because it's been running what damn near 4 years. I think it was going to. I thought this is what I thought. I could be wrong. I got my own opinion though. I thought it was going to run for like 5 years, and the catch 20 to it was the breakups. It was going to lead to different spinoffs. You know what I mean? Because I felt like you gotta these guys gotta be able to tell their own story. That Wu Tang series can't be the whole story
you
because they
know you
left.
but you gotta realize the only ones they'll make a spinoff about is the main guys that they feel is the ones. Meth might could get a spinoff. Say Ray might could get a spinoff. Ghost might could get a spinoff, but Deck not gonna get a spinoff. You
Genius
God
gonna
not
get a
gonna get a
spinoff.
spinoff. Say
But listen, but what you do is when you're a film creator is meth series can stand on its own. Ghost and Ray series will have to be together because we know Ghost and Ray to be together. So it would be the Ghost and Ray thing. Dirty Bad Sick is gonna have its own story, and the
yes,
rest of them
his could hold his own. It's like I
his
say, it's
goal is,
certain
and the rest of
characters
them
whose story
kind of. But you got to remember, with them four being the big stars, the rest of them kind of hung together. Capadon and
they would
God and them niggas
they would
kind of
have to
ran
make
together
that
more.
shit about all them together and just call that shit like war affiliates or something.
Exactly. That's what
Because
I'm telling you. That's what a smart film producer would do. Because I was like, that, and the Genius probably can get his own series. It might not be that long, but he had Liquid Swords. It's all about them. All them niggas had solo albums. Then you got Shaheem, the Rugged Child. You got, what I mean, Great Day. You got dudes that can go. They said you Bird barely had an album with you, with Wu. No, you got had that, but you got to think, you got was locked up a lot, though. You know what I'm saying? You got was locked up a lot, and they represented you got, but you got did have an album, though.
I don't remember You God album.
You said you did?
I don't. I don't
Yeah,
remember
you
him
got
having an
had an
album.
album. You got dropped the album when
I swear I
you
don't
got
remember
definitely
You
had an
God
album.
having no album. I don't think so. I don't think he had no album.
Notification, y'all got to like, man, in order for us to hit the algorithm. Hold up, did you got? I'm telling you, did. Uh, you got.
He ain't had no solo album, man.
I'm looking it up, bro.
I'm almost certain he didn't.
Shit, you got was his 8 man Wu-Tang Gang releasing Golden Arms. Yeah, Golden Arms. That was the name of his album. I knew it. Golden Arms, yeah. Remember, because 1999.
I remember him saying
God had
Golden
album.
Arms all the
Yeah,
time, but I
yeah.
don't remember that album.
And he released it on Priority Records, which displayed a world variety of sounds from gritty to Belamity Funk, the urgent strange section, and featured guest appearances from several Wu-Tang members of Phillies. I told you, you got had an album, Golden Arms. You know what I mean? Now that you think about it, you remember it. It wasn't popular, but I know God had an album. I knew you God had an album.
I remember Inspector Deck album. I do not remember You God album.
Yo, you got Spec the Duck album. What was Spec that Duck album called?
I don't even remember the name of the album, but I had
Yeah, they
that
said
shit
it. My
because
man
that
right
was
here.
my
They
mind.
said they missed it on the Triumph. Or the Triumph album, they talked about that Golden Arms. I remember that. You got Golden Arms. I'm trying to think of the
Th-
song when he said something about his
Say,
album.
when
Yeah,
he was
at the
saying
end.
gold,
He right at the end when they telling you everything is about the feature coming up.
no,
You
but
got
that was like they were just saying the
99.
names,
Yeah, but they
and like,
said
they
you
called
gotta
them
be on the
Golden
lookout for
Arms.
you got golden arms. I'm telling you, we're gonna listen to it. Listen to the triumph. They mentioned it, bro. Bro said it, he not lying about that. Cause I remember like, cause I remember when I was I gotta think about you God. But anyway, little Durk son shot his stepfather protecting his mother.
How old is his son?
I think probably like I think this is oldest son. So I think like probably 15. Yeah, I'm gonna check right now. Yes, he definitely did. That's a problem.
Did the nigga die?
I don't know. I don't know. Hold up, I'm about to show you right now.
Why ain't call his father, man?
Shit. Nigga called his son a big stepper. Nigga said he's a big stepper. Nigga said the man is a big stepper. How do you call a nigga son a big stepper? Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
little Dirk 10-year-old son. He was 10. 10-year-old son allegedly shot his stepdad trying to protect his mother. He was 10.
Well,
Saw him on Twitter.
Shorty did what he had to do to protect his mother, man.
Yeah,
I
shout out
never,
to Short.
I can never ever be mad at nobody for protecting their mother,
They said that
ever.
we heard a story of Mike Tyson robbing you God mother for her earrings at like 12. Mike apologized later. Probably so. Mike Tyson was a dog till he got with
Yeah,
Cuss.
Mike was doing a lot of shit when he was
Yeah, Mike was
12.
doing a lot of shit. Mike from Staten, no, Mike from Brooklyn. Mike from Brooklyn, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? But then he lived in Staten Island. I mean, you could, like, yo, bro, it's what I sell for people. When people really, I want to see somebody really do like the documentary and stories of New York. New York is just ancient, bro. Like, New York is
they
just
mo-
like our
they
holy
moved
land of music.
they had moved Mike out Brooklyn and took him to Catskill.
Yeah, Cascat. You feel me? That's what I only knew what Cascat is because the homies was in jail up there. Cascat, New York. He moved Cuss. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That story is so beautiful how Cuss took him under his wing. So here we go. Your boy Shakur Stevenson. Talk to me.
trash. I
I
was
watched the
falling.
fight.
I was falling asleep the whole goddamn fight, my nigga. I had to
I
force
didn't.
myself to stay woke to watch this shit, my
I
nigga.
didn't fall asleep. Come on, Ken. I didn't fall asleep in the
Shit was
fight.
boring as a motherfucker, my nigga. I hate watching that nigga fight. He bores me to death. I gotta fight sleep to stay woke to watch this nigga fights, man. I'm literally shaking my head to try to stay woke to watch this shit. It was bad, man.
I mean, did you see the early on rounds? Shakur was getting busy. Like I watched the whole fight. I'm a Shakur fan. Shakur, but it's one boy that's calling Shakur out. It's Shakur acting like he don't hear him. Um he wants some bad. The Spanish dude say a cold blooded knockout artist. Say he like the Tank. That was version of Tank. But Shakur calling everybody out but him.
Shakur
I
ain't
don't
never
think
fought nobody, as far as I say, man. His track record of the niggas he done fought ain't shit.
no, he ain't never
They be
fought Big Tank.
talking, they be trying to talk that shit. Oh, Tank ain't never fought nobody. He pick and choose. But Shakur ain't never fought nobody worth. Nothing.
And you think he gonna get Tank or Lomo? Like, yo,
Say
I don't.
he'll get beat up by either one of them.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that's why I say, like,
say
once you clean up the road, like, once
he
you go
he
fight
can't
some of them niggas,
he
you need
can't
to fight Frank Martin.
he
Like, you need to fight Frank
that's
Martin.
that's who he should fight. That'll be an actual good fight between
Yeah,
them for the way they fight.
yeah. He
They
need to
it'll
fight
be a
Frank Martin,
whole
bro.
boxing match with them niggas want to do run
Yeah, he
around
need to fight
boxing each
Frank
other all night.
Martin. He could need to fight Ryan Garcia. He need to fight dudes
No, he
like that.
don't need to fight Ryan. Nope, Ryan to knock him out.
Well, that's what he
Ryan to knock
wants.
Ryan to knock him out because Ryan will stalk him.
I
See,
don't think Shakur should fight Lomo first. Lomo, I hate to say this, but I think Lomo will hurt him.
say I don't think Lomo will hurt him because he runs so much and he stay away from niggas so well. He ain't gonna get hurt. That the way he fights to make sure he don't get hurt. That's why I don't like him. He's scared. He don't take
But
no
Lomo and
chances.
Tank gonna chase him. No, Lomo and Tank gonna beat on him though.
No,
If
see,
he
the thing is, Tank gonna stalk the shit out of him where you can't run from Tank because he on your ass so much that there's nothing you can do. Say, but Loma, he come from every angle. That's that's the trick to his trade. What he do? Loma can throw a punch from any fucking angle. The shit almost be ridiculous where he be throwing punches from.
Mhm.
Say, but if you catch him good, you can knock him out. That's what make Loma beatable. If you just trying to outbox Loma for 12 rounds, I don't think you can beat him that way. It'll be hard to beat you in 12 rounds of straight up boxing. But that's the way Shakur fight too. So that should be a long, kind of boring fight too, I believe.
Lomo and Shakur.
I think it'll be boring.
I'm
Honestly,
trying
I
to tell
think
you the dude
whoever
that
the
they want
fuck
Shakur to
Shakur
fight.
fight, it's going to be a boring fight. That's why I don't ever want to
Yeah.
see Tank fight him. Cause I don't want to see Tank in no boring ass fight.
You think Tank can knock him out?
Yes. Once he once he catch him, cause Tank gonna get him. He don't never ever get on the ropes. Shakur, he dances around that ring, shorty. He don't you won't rarely catch him on the ropes. But the way Tank fight, he will walk you down, letting you hit him until he get you where he want to get you at. And I think he'll eventually get him. And I don't think he can take the punches if he start getting hit. He showed he can't take punches. That's why he runs so much. He don't want you to get hit.
Why do he want Tank so bad? Like he should
Because
wait.
that's the money.
I
You
think he
don't
should
want
fight.
money? Who don't
I
want
want to see.
money?
Yeah. Listen, I want to see him fight. This is what I
Everybody
think.
wants the money.
If he gonna fight anybody, yo, he gotta fight some of them boys that lost. I mean, you need to go up against Devin Haney. You know what I mean? Like, come
He
on, bro. Like,
he
he
don't
gotta fight
feel
some.
that
He
way
gotta fight
because he
some other
feel like
people.
he never lost. So he like, well, I gotta fight a loser. Fuck he talk about. Them niggas
Yeah,
scared. He gonna
but them
talk that
losers
shit.
got them losers that niggas trying to put you in a ring with. If you could put them in a ring with, those losers gonna put asses in the seat and give you a look. Yo, you need to fight somebody that Frank looked at
Frank don't put
almost good
that
against. Frank
that fight.
almost looked it good against Tank. I think Frank could beat Shakur. I think he could beat him, bro, because they got the same type. They ready run around the ring. It's gonna be a
They do,
decision.
but
They gonna
Shakur
come on, bro.
Shakur more technically sound, so he'll outpoint him. Say it'll be another boring fight. I don't like Shakur's style at all. He fight like a old Floyd Mayweather, and he not old. Floyd didn't fight that way when he was young, so I don't like that shit. That's an old man style. He trying to fight when you already done took ass whoopings down. You just not trying to get
Lomo,
fucked
listen.
up where you injured and beat up after boxing. He fight like a nigga who want to make money and still be all right after boxing and never took a risk in a boxing ring. That shit is impossible.
That's
If
not
you
the
trying to
sport.
put on a show,
Yeah, like that's impossible in the sport. You gonna have to get bloody, and I feel like he need to get bloody. Every Jay Prince talking this, everybody talking stuff. Tell Shakur make them only way them niggas is gonna fight him. Only way I feel like Calvin Ford and Tank Mob need to even consider Shakur in these next 6 fights. If Shakur go run through somebody, you need to run through Devin. You need to run through Frank Matthew. You need to run through that Spanish boy that's on your ass. The one that they begging you to fight. You need to go fight somebody and say, yo,
honestly,
I'm getting right.
I think his next the person I think he need to fight before he fight Tank that makes sense is Pitbull Cruz. That's who he need to fight before he fight Tank because that's a nigga who come forward. He'll put that same type pressure on. Say, so he need to test himself with that
And
first.
Pitbull Cruz a warrior.
No,
A
he brings
warrior.
that pressure, shorty, the
He a
same way.
warrior,
He
bro.
walks you down and he gonna
He
fight.
walks you and he get bloody and still stand tall, bro. We seen that. The boy's a
He
problem.
gonna fight.
He's a bot. He's a bot. See, Shakur ain't gonna be able to run. That's what I'm saying. Some of these fighters that he's trying to overlook is not gonna let him run around and play, bro. That's what I'm saying. Niggas gonna be throwing them bitch trying to hurt him. That Spanish boy was trying his hardest, but I just think he's a little underexperienced and Shakur needed some money and they put a fight together. But that Spanish boy, bro, took him. You know what I'm saying? That Spanish
Well,
boy did not look bad at all.
first and foremost, there's no way on earth Shakur wasn't supposed to knock that nigga out. That's how I know he not like that.
He don't got no
That
power. He
nigga,
punched everybody know that.
that nigga, shorty.
He stood
There's
tall.
no way yo wasn't supposed to get put to sleep. That nigga couldn't box. He just had heart. He
Yeah.
can't box. Say he
Yeah.
supposed to got knocked the fuck out. All them
He
reckless
really
ass
one of them
punches
niggas
he
for
was
the money.
throwing.
A Spanish Joe really one of them niggas for the money, and I like him because he gonna one of them niggas that's gonna keep fighting and have 4, 6, 7 losses and don't care. You know what
No,
I'm saying? He
he
just be
not gonna
fighting for the
care
money.
because he fighting for money, but he not trying to be the best boxer in the world. He just like fighting. That's what
Right.
Joe looked like. He a nigga
Yeah.
who like fighting. Like shit,
And
they gonna
training.
pay me to fight. Shit, I'll fight any of them niggas. I mean,
That boy had 300 amateur fights.
the boy don't. He like fighting, man.
Yeah,
He
the
just
boy
a
like
fighter.
fighting.
You
Shakur
could
didn't
tell he
dust
out
him
that
off.
bitch swinging crazy. He just wanna. If they was outside, he'd have fucked Joe up.
Nobody, not even just the politics of the game. That's what I'm telling you. I'm from Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? And we big Javante Dake fans. We definitely in the corner. Mac too. All the young bucks, Simpson, all the boxers
Bro.
come out of Baltimore. Trump and all them niggas. I'm a fan of those niggas. So I'm definitely you fuck what you heard. I'm in a Baltimore car. You get what I'm saying? But I'm just saying some of these like yo. I'm just saying Shakur just need to fight some of these dudes that got a name and a little loss under their belt. I don't care if you're undefeated or not. You ain't undefeated against them people. And then some of them people got one losses, and that's to Javante Davis. You know what I mean? Devin Haney got one loss, and that's to motherfucking that boy. Ryan Garcia, a nigga who got
Oh,
knocked out
that
by Tank.
they took that loss away. That's no
Yeah, they
contest
took
now.
it away. But like you said, Kenny, I don't believe
It,
it's that much enhancements in the world. The boy beat the shit out of him. You know how many
the,
niggas get beat the fuck up with enhancements in them? What
my
about
nigga,
that? What do they test you when you lose and got the enhancements in you? Dude, that's what I want to know. That's a real good question. If you get your ass whipped, do they test you for the drugs? Because I've
why
seen
would they
niggas
do
that get
that?
suited
You
up
got
get
your
beat up.
ass whipped. They don't give a shit.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, people get
Hold
booted up
on,
all the
yo.
time, man. You know what I mean? I think they get booted up, you know what I'm saying, from all the time, bro. Straight up and down, bro. Dude, you get tested after the fact, because I believe some souped up niggas and took that shit and then went in there and got their ass whipped. Skills and skills, bro. Devin Haney, he's a Muslim brother. I love him to death. I'm a fan of Haney. I love his father. I love what they doing, period. But I'm just saying, Devin Haney, with Ryan get back in the ring or ever get back in the league, I think you need that fight again, bro. I want to see you fight and beat a couple dudes up to redeem yourself. But that got to be one thing before you retire, Devin. Make sure them people get Ryan back and go fight Ryan and do all the tests and all the claws and everything, bro, and go back at Ryan. Just like my man. You know what I mean? Earl Spence. I love Earl Spence, bro. Love Earl Spence. For Earl Spence need a couple
Earl
fights. He
Spence is
got to
my
go
guy.
face that boy. He got to go face
No,
that boy again.
they honestly, I don't think he should even fuck with Bud for a minute. Like
No,
it
not
should be
right
a
now.
few
Not right now.
years if he gonna fuck
2026.
with.
2026, we need to see it.
I say
2026.
yeah,
2026. I'm
that
telling you.
might work, but I'll probably
2026.
wait if I was him before I fight Joe again. I ain't
Because
even gonna hold you.
well, I'm just saying, he need, in between now and
He need at least
2026,
two
he
more
needs
fights.
he needs 2, 3 good fights. What I'm saying. Devin Haney needs 2, 3 good fights. You know what I mean? To put him back, you know what I mean, where he at. Because he ain't gone nowhere. He only lost one
Who
fucking
who do
fight.
you think he should fight next? Devin Haney. Who to fight for him?
I think Lomo should get a rematch. Everybody wants to see that. I do. I think Lomo deserves a rematch. Come on,
Say
bro.
why
You
would
know
he
he
make?
lost against Lomo. You know
I
he lost
do
against
know that.
Lomo.
I know he lost against
You know
Lomo.
Lomo
So
deserves.
my point being, why would he want to go fight him and he trying to make a comeback? You don't want to go lose again. It don't
Yeah,
make
but
sense.
he won. But on the books, he won. On the
Yeah, on the
books, he's
books he
undefeated.
won, but we know that it was too hard of a
All
fight
right, he
for him.
need to fight Shakur. He need to fight Shakur. He need
I
to
agree
fight
with that
Shakur.
one. I agree with
Huh?
that one.
He need
They
to
do
fight
need to fight
Shakur.
each other.
He
I
need to,
don't think.
and it's a payday. It's a big payday too.
Who
Shakur
you
won a
think will
payday before
who you
Tank.
think will
There
win
you
that
go.
fight? Because I think Haney will win.
That's my two boys right there. Oh no,
I think
I don't
Haney will
know,
win.
yo. I ain't gonna lie, yo. That boy showed Haney out, bro. He showed Haney out, but Shakur ain't Ryan. So
Shakur
I don't
can't
know.
hurt Devin like Ryan did. Devin not gonna be worried about Shakur's strength. He can beat the fuck out of him because he can walk through some of that shit.
But is Shakur gonna play the running game? Because you know he's
Yeah,
16.
he is,
He's got the best hit
But Devin
average in
can cut
boxing.
that ring off way better than the niggas he
Yeah,
ever faced.
yeah, basically. But that's a fight that I want to see. I feel like it's a big Shakur looking for the big payday. That's what I want to. I want to interview Shakur and ask him like, bro, is you looking for the belt, the respect, or the big payday? Because
He
a
got
couple of these,
he got belts. He not
yeah,
worried
you
about
see what
belts.
I'm
He
saying.
need
So
that bread.
all right, so it's a few more paydays that set you straight before you get to that big payday, that
He
monster,
wants a
and that
big one.
monster can
He
hurt
think
you.
he deserved a big one. He turned down a
Nah,
$15 million deal because he
he
think
turned.
he worth more.
Nah, he crazy.
That's what he did. He
He
turned
crazy.
down a 5 fight deal worth 15 million. He said no. He like I know my worth and that ain't it.
I mean, when you
So
think of now when we get into that politics, you know, what I mean, we get into that politics. I'm gonna be honest with you. When we get into that politics, I respect that. Now, when you talk about business and what you worth and shit, I ain't gonna play with the black man on that. Now, 55 fights, giving me 3 million per fight, ain't it? I get that. You know what I mean? Nigga want more than that. I think Shorty a little bit more than that. Shorty, but again, you got to put the asses in the seat. And he put them asses in the seat in Newark. Newark showed up for him. Shout out to Newark. Newark, New Jersey showed up for Shakur last night. It's his backyard. It don't, just because it's your backyard don't mean that people going to show up. We know
guess
that
what?
firsthand.
Guess what? They walked out before the fight was over in his own
Yeah, I was ready to get
backyard.
to that. You took
In
it
his
out my
own
mouth.
backyard.
Yeah,
Niggas in Baltimore never leave a tank fight early, nigga.
dog. And I know G Herbo just fed up. He was with Adrian. They will not. Herbo.
That's my nigga though. I'm glad everybody fucking with him, shorty. I'm a
I
Herbo
fuck with
fan.
G Herbo from day one. I'm a fan of his music, but goddamn, Herbo done been in two fights that wasn't that. Herbo, come to the promised line, man. Get
He said,
that GTD, baby.
"Nah, we ain't fucking with Herbo on that tip. We bringing out niggas like Chaz and Roddy and niggas, nigga.
No,
We
I ain't telling
Baltimore
him
niggas."
come out. I'm not telling Tank to bring him out. I'm saying Tank, get on that Tank team and you be happy after the fights. You'll be happy after the fights. You're gonna want to get fucked up. You want to go party. You want to
He
have a
was
good
happy
time.
last night. Yo, the nigga he walked out with did get the
He want everybody, but
victory.
yo, everybody knew Shakur was going to win. It's like a Winky Wright fight. You know it's going to 12. You know you're going to be there all night. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So somebody was being funny saying, yo, when you go to Shakur Stevenson fight, the undercard be better. You know what
It
I mean?
do, nigga. You see how they robbed the nigga old Shacky?
That hurt me, yo. That
They
hurt me, yo.
robbed that
They
man. It
robbed
was
it. He
horrible.
beat the shit out that boy, yo.
The whole fight.
The whole fight, absolutely. I couldn't believe it. He could. None of us
I
could
felt
believe it,
bad
yo.
for that boy, man.
I felt
I
bad
said,
too, yo.
damn.
I ain't gonna lie. That was. I seen
Nigga,
Tegan
when
at
they
his first
said the
hand.
other nigga won, it fucked my head up so bad. I'm like, what?
How, yo?
Like, did we watch the
How, yo?
same fight?
Hey, yo.
The
That's
other
why I
nigga was
respect.
the aggressor, and I do usually tend to like the aggressor in a fight myself. But you gotta be aggressive and hitting the nigga. Yo wasn't never hitting that nigga. That nigga
And
was
yo
just
was
putting them
landing them
together.
bitches on him.
Yeah, he was putting them together. He couldn't hurt them, but he was putting them together.
I
That's
think
why I'm
that's
like,
what it's
how the
about,
fuck?
bro. Like for black boxers, bro, you gotta go. I think the boxing federation just want to see. It's like if you don't get that knockout and put a nigga on their ass, bro, and you go the distance, bro. Sometimes they got they picks. That's just how I feel, bro. Sometimes they just got they picks, bro. That boy with no way. Everybody seen that fight, boy. That boy whooped that nigga ass, man. How the
Yeah,
fuck he just went on
nah.
the cards just because he had stamina and he went through the punches? Like I don't understand how he won it. I think he won over stamina. Like overall boxing, he did not win that fight.
He
He did not
didn't
win
win
the fight.
nothing about that fight. He got that. That was a blatant robbery. That motherfucking commission need to be looked into. Them judges, yo need to be running down on them judges outside, slapping the shit out them or something. Cause that shit was horrible, man.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Like I'm just telling you on the like contrary. Like they booed him. Somebody in the comments said they booed him and walked out.
Yeah, that's how they did Shakur and his hometown. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Dang.
Say, I gotta say, the shit was so boring. I had to force myself to stay woke. I was nodding off the whole fight.
What do you think Shakur need to do to be impressive? Do you think he need to do power training?
It ain't even about that. He gotta
Uh
take
huh.
risk. He gotta take risk and stop being a bitch and literally, that nigga said they asked him. They said, "Well, the fans is saying your fights are boring. What do you got to say about that?" That nigga say, "Man, fuck the fans. I come to win." So he want to run around tagging a nigga the whole fight, as they would call traditional boxing, but it's boring as fuck. Nobody wants to see that. He'll never get paid because who the fuck wants to pay to come to your fight? And you already said fuck us. You're not trying to put on no show for the fans.
Do
You
you think
trying to
him
win.
signing with Mayweather promotion maybe change him a little bit?
Fuck no. It'll make him worse because he'll be even more scared to take a loss. He's scared to take any risk in that ring, and that's what makes him so fucking boring.
So what fighter you think is gonna make him run? Make him. I think Tank's gonna make him run. I think Tank, I don't think he's gonna stand in the middle of that ring like that
He,
with no
he not.
fucking
Fuck no.
hitter, bro. He ain't
He
gonna. They
gonna be
can't
running
run.
the whole fight.
He gonna run. And then Frank Martin
Stick
tried
and
that with
move,
Tank
stick
though.
and move.
Frank tried that with Tank, not getting
Frank
hit
was
between.
actually doing it. It was working. Say Frank gassed out. Shakur won't gas out because that's exactly what he do. He won't gas out. So it'll be about literally stalking them and getting them where you want them and beating the shit out of them. Because he gonna try to run the whole fight. I think
Right,
the thing is, when you're a good fighter, even if a nigga run a lot, you know how to cut that ring off. The ring ain't but so goddamn
right,
big now.
right,
You cut the ring off and make them can't run this but so far.
right,
Then then you can go to work. And Tank know
right,
how to do that. So I think it'll be just a different fight than what we seen last night.
right. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. I don't know, yo. Like I'm a fan of
And
Shakur.
then this the thing. You watch any fight, any nigga that fight Shakur. Nobody's scared of his power. They just walking straight to him. Walking straight to him. So with that in mind, and Tank know you can't hurt him, he gonna run down on you and be on your fucking chin. Cause you can't hurt him and keep him off you.
So and let me ask you this: if Shakur fights one of these heavy hitters, with Javante being at the tank and he get knocked out, do you think that's going to enhance his career or kill his career?
I'm not the guy who believe a loss make or break your career. I hate
Right.
that whole if you lose, you ain't shit no more model that's in boxing now. I hate that undefeated shit. Cause I grew up watching boxing and all the greats, the old times had a loss. And they
Mm-hmm.
still came back, was fucking niggas up and winning belts and all that. So a loss don't mean shit except for you lost that night. You come back
I agree with
and
you. I agree with you 100
and,
percent on
and,
that.
and keep fighting. And you,
I
if you
think he need to.
nice, you
I think
nice.
I ain't gonna lie. I think he need to go to sleep to wake up because because them Spanish boys like what Lomo got
He
what
not
three
gonna go to
losses.
sleep. He not
Lomo
gonna go to
Chico
sleep.
how many losses Lomo got? Three.
2 or 3.
You know what I mean? So they don't. Lomo is still being praised like a
And
god
guess
with
what?
those
He's
losses.
still considered one of them niggas. Know why?
Exactly.
Because
So
when he
I don't
get in
trip
that
off his losses.
ring, Lomo then lost because he takes risk. And he gonna put himself out there trying. And if you get knocked out trying, nigga caught you when you was trying to do something. It
Hmm.
happens. But if you're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
never trying and you just running, trying to be out pointing a nigga the whole fight and not trying to actually put on a show for the crowd, nobody's gonna root for you. You can't be the people champ that way, man. You become the most hated because nobody enjoys watching your fights.
Hey boy, hey, you shining today. You shining today. You shining today. I feel like so. Earl Spence. How you feel about Earl?
Earl
Oh,
can come back and do exactly like Loma did after his losses. Keep
yeah.
boxing, keep being you. It ain't like he a bum. Earl nice. He just
Earl,
got
nice to
fucked
know.
up that night. I mean,
Yeah.
shocked the shit out me. I don't know. I can't call it.
I mean, but
Say
hey, he ain't no sucker though. He's strong.
no. The boy can. He
Boy, a
nice.
brawler. I
He
think a
nice.
lot of
I,
dudes
I
scared of
still
him.
I still fuck with Earl. He just got
I think Earl Spencer get a
clapped back.
few more big paydays.
I
Earl
don't
ain't
know
finna
who he
do
should
much.
fight though next. I've been trying to figure that out for a minute. Like who should he fight? I can't figure that out really. I don't got the perfect
Who should
opponent
Crawford
for him right
fight?
now. I don't want that to be his first fight back. No.
I say, but that's the contract. But who should Crawford fight next?
Uh Canelo.
That's why I was gonna say the same thing. I don't think it's nothing else I want to see. I don't think it's nothing. I don't think it's nothing else I want to see in that. I think that's what everybody wants to see.
Yeah, that's the fight for him. That's the money fight.
That's the biggest. That's the. I
That's the
mean,
money fight.
whatever payday he gonna get. Earl was a great payday.
Earl
I
was the biggest payday he could have got. I ain't lying, cause that was the fight.
I definitely want to see Lobo, yo. I want to see Lobo take next. I think that's what's gonna happen. Tank going for the bigger bag, and he know because him fighting Shakur, it's gonna put asses in the seats because people want to see Shakur go to sleep.
People
Honestly,
want to see
it's
that
gonna.
fight, but
But I
more
don't think they want to see that before a few other fights.
say
I think
Loma
Haney
definitely
gonna
the
fight
one.
Tank before Shakur. What you think?
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that.
I think Haney
I
gonna
agree with
fight
that.
before Shakur,
I
and
think it makes for a better fight. Me
yeah.
myself, it just makes for a better fight.
But if Haney go to sleep in that fight, where would that put Haney?
Can
That's my question.
it depends on who he fight before that fight.
He need two fights before he get tanked.
But they can't be two little bum ass niggas who they just some like
Nah,
tune up fight.
you know what he
He
gotta
can't
do.
have a tune up, two
I
tune
feel
ups.
like
He
one
might
of
can
those
have
two
one
fights
tune
should
up.
be Shakur Stevenson, bro. I'm just being honest, bro. I think one of those fights should be Shakur Stevenson and
Them
that
two
other.
fight
I
each
can't
other
think
to
of that
see who
Spanish
fight Tank.
boy, huh?
Them two should fight each other to see who fight Tank.
Exactly. Like that's just the way it goes. What you think with this Crawford and Javante?
It's a mismatch. It don't make sense. Tank too little. He's just too little.
Yeah.
They got weight classes for a reason, man. That's
Yeah.
all.
What the Crawford was 145, right?
Fuck no. Crawford fighting at like 150
60?
something now. 152, I think, or
152?
something
Yeah,
like that.
152. Yeah.
Say, even
Shit,
if Tank
that
went up
Crawford
to the
145.
147 to try to meet him at 147, it's still a mismatch. Bud just
Yeah.
naturally bigger. It's just it wouldn't work. Not in Tank favor. It wouldn't work. He too little.
You know what I mean? So
I mean,
I
I
feel like
think I think by the time Tank like 32 or something, he'll be up in that weight class, maybe. But right now, he's still too little.
no, I think Tank should stay where he at and just dominate that and retire out of that.
He not gonna be able to stay that he young. He gonna get bigger as he get older. So he gonna naturally gain more weight.
Tank ain't going past 140.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
not playing them
Tank gonna
games.
be in 147 before it's all over.
You think he gonna fight at 147?
Before it's all over, I guarantee it.
Before it's all over, I guarantee 140, 140,
He
145 to
al-
the
he
most.
already done fought at that.
Yes.
So if he already done fought there, you know he gonna go up over that eventually. Especially once he just start getting bigger as a man. He's still a young man. He gonna
Man,
get
Tank 30.
bigger.
He 30.
Tank like 28, right?
No, 30.
So he's still gonna
30.
get bigger.
But his deal is, but I'm just saying, how big are you think he gonna get within the next 6 fights? His deal is for 7 fights. He already knocked one out. You get what I'm saying? The next 6 fights, I don't got him going. I mean, if he wants to, it's a mind game with
But
Tank. If he
according to
want to
what
go
he
up,
said, I don't. According to if I'm just listening to what he's saying, he said he don't want to fight for a long time.
exactly. So
So
he's saying these last 6 fights is over. Same thing Mayweather did, but he will be what 37-0. I respect that. I respect Tank leaving the game at a young age, under 35 years old. He get to enjoy his money, make investments, and bring out new boxers. That'd be smart. He'll be like the youngest person to do it.
he already doing it. He got
Yeah,
TDE.
like come on,
He
man. Like I think when he after these fights, he
say,
gonna get look more into his
do
city.
you do you think? See, this is what I've been wondering with the whole TDE joint. Say, who is the fighter out of Baltimore that they got their eye on that they like he gonna be our next Tank? Who is that little nigga? That's who I want to know. That's who I want to interview. The nigga that they like, he gonna be the next nigga come out with Baltimore. He the one.
I got my
And
little man, yo. He be in the DM all the time. I've been meaning to get up. It's a few of them, bro. But being as though it's something that we need to start doing, this summer, or at least in the fall, and start getting in the gyms because it's a few. My little man Mac. I like Mac. We like Trump. You know what I mean? It's a few boxes, but until we could promote them because that's what we supposed to do. Any boxes is coming out of Baltimore, of course, number uno in the DMV, we stand officially behind them because we are their content platform, one of their content platforms. But I want to know. You get what I'm saying? I want to know. I want to study. But it's that other kid though that's 18 years old. I don't know where he from. That's fighting under Floyd. They say light skin just like Tank and got an attitude just like Tank. Shorty fought last night. But you know what I mean. I'm gonna stand behind whoever. I don't know. That's why I say we gotta get with Kenny and Calvin and Jetta Jim and some of those promos out here in the city though. That's our fault for not knowing.
yeah, that's right.
So I know it's some big dogs that should be on the totem pole. So how you feel like the They Not Like Us video?
So it is what it is, man. This is what I expected it to be. Say he got the whole world behind the record right now, man. That shit like beat it or something at this point.
So how you feel about Rick Ross
We're
getting
getting
the
jumped
tour in
on.
Canada?
He brung that on himself. You don't go play They Not Like Us in Canada. That's asking for trouble. You asked for trouble, you got it. That's it. That's how I feel about it. He got what he asked for.
Do you think Kendrick Lamar can perform in Canada?
No. I wouldn't do it if I was him. It's like Biggie going to Cali. You some shit, you just leave it alone. Don't go fucking with them people, man.
Do you
Cause
think
everybody over there, they might not be super big Drake fans. They just might be repping Canada and they the goons and they on some bullshit. You don't want to go deal with that shit, man.
so? You'll stay out of it?
Yeah, I wouldn't go over there if I was him.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
So
I
what what
mean,
what you say he's supposed to make the I'm going back
no,
to
hell
Canada.
no. If I was Rick Ross, I wouldn't even did the show in Canada. It's like,
I would have did the show because obviously if he got paid and it was packed, that's because he got fans over there. He just
mhm.
was supposed to stay away from the whole diss shit while he was doing his show. He's supposed to do
But
his
he's in the
regular
middle
show.
of it though.
He's supposed to do his regular show.
Yeah, but he's in the middle of it though.
I don't give a fuck. Leave it alone while you over there.
I mean, that would have been a smart thing because somebody got hurt and it wasn't him.
Yeah, because that security guard nigga got his ass whipped.
Yeah, and 50 Cent ain't letting it go.
That shit hilarious to 50.
Yeah, man. So what you think it's gonna take for that hot boys to be squashed, man, and this shit to work?
I don't know. I don't know what they deep rooted issues is. When you grew up around niggas and known niggas forever, and now y'all not fucking with each other as grown people, there's some deep issues there.
Do you think it's with
And who the
all
fuck
of them, or
knows?
do you think the finger just point back to baby?
Everything point back to baby because he the one that make the decision. So he the big boss. The big boss make the decisions, and people not going to always like their decisions. So then it's fuck you. And yeah, that's where he at with a lot of niggas, I guess. They ain't fucking with baby like that. Everybody that
So
left had an issue with baby.
so what's devastating last night? I was up pretty late and I was, I call it my internet surfing period. And I stumbled across Adam the Joke 22, the culture vulture, the Mr. Asks the questions that he's not supposed to answer, but he's running this number up. So he had the kid on there to kill Papa Smoke. The young guy, he's supposed to be a rapper, some LA. And I ain't gonna lie, Adam was once again out of order, but Adam dug in the bag, like Adam kind of went deep. But one thing Shorty was indicating in a whole conversation that he say they didn't know it was Pop Smoke. It wasn't a setup. It was just a random robbery. You know what I mean? It was just a random robbery. They went up in there because that's what they own. You get what I'm saying? He basically saying what I got out of it is like, yo, and I didn't. They said I didn't even know who Papa Smoke was. Nobody set him up. Nobody gave a call. You know what I mean? He not gonna tell him how they got a hit on that house, and because his man was on the internet, he ain't saying none of that. All he's saying was they was on one, and they didn't go in there on no attention on no it. It was just a robbery that just basically went bad. So he basically saying it ain't no love. He don't. It ain't nothing. You get what I'm saying? It just was a robbery, just a plain Jane robbery. You know what I mean?
Well, hey, that could be true.
You know what I mean? So you know
So,
what I mean? So
what, he interviewed him from over the jail or something?
no, he home.
How?
I'm gonna look into that, but I don't know because I don't know. I think he was a juvenile. I think because he's 21 now, and that Papa Smoke shit happened a few years back. And however they got him and however it went, he beat it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened, he beat it. And he's doing tons of interviews. Like he's doing tons of interviews. Like showed him cutting the box off his leg. Like it's been a whole thing with him. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even going to lie to you. Like Shorty is really out telling the story. Like, and he's like a Hoover Crip. He's like a Crip. He's like represent the Hoover neighborhood. Like to be honest with you, just looking at the Adam 22 interview with the guy, and I really don't watch much of No Jumper at all. Little nigga 100. You get what I'm saying? He was just talking about his upbringing, who he was as a person, and you get what I'm saying? If I was from New York, and I was a family and friends of Papa Smoke, of course you gonna want his head, as you should. You should want his head. But it's just another street story. You know what I mean? Just another little nigga to just pick that gang culture over everything and they rob and steal to get what they needed to get. You know what I mean? Straight up.
Uh, that's crazy though. I don't know how the fuck he home don't still don't make sense to me. And
Right.
you admit to it. I mean,
I
say
mean,
I
yeah. I
don't
mean,
know.
it
Who he told
whatever.
on the nigga who put it together or something?
I don't, bro. I don't.
The nigga who
I'm gonna look
pulled the
into it.
trigger.
I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna
He was
do a
just one
part
of the
two.
niggas that was there.
I
He
no.
told on the nigga who pulled the trigger and put it
I don't
together.
know if
How
he
does it work?
told. I ain't get to that. Did he rat it or not? Because Adam 22 famous for that. But
There's
now
no
I
way
don't
he should
know.
be
But
home if he
from the
admitting to a
conversation,
murder.
from the conversation that I was from the conversation that was being had, 100% that I don't. He didn't come off as a rat. Nah, I don't know how he beat it. Dudes beat charges that they do all the time. You get what I'm saying? But the way he was talking, I'm like, Shorty, better hope the feds don't come back and pick that up because he wasn't getting in depth to it. I don't feel like he said anything incriminating. I have to go and look at it again and say, because I might come back later and say Shorty was just a straight dumb motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But overall, he was just telling what the public already knew, just hearing it from somebody that was there and that was a part of the crime. You get what I'm saying? So he was just telling this story. But one thing he made clear, it wasn't a setup, it wasn't a hit. It was just what they was doing. They was in the robbing and home invasions, and that was just one of the robberies that went bad with Papa Smoke. He said they ain't had no clue who he was. You get what I'm saying? And it's like that over Cali. They listen to so much of their music and they be caught so much in their people that they commit a star to. You get what I'm saying? Real shit. Especially a little nigga that just like him, just saying he been gang banging since 13, 14 years old. That's all he do is gang bang. He doesn't care nothing about nothing else. That's what he do. And he been committing robberies. Got locked up for attempted murder when he was 13. Said he beat that on the technicality on a, basically self-defense tip. In and out of jail. You get what I'm saying? Father, mother. You know what I'm saying? He just got the
He's the
regular
most
hood story.
technicality getting this nigga on earth, huh?
I don't know how did he beat the Papa Smoke thing. I think I might just do a whole episode on it.
This
You get what I'm
nigga's a
saying? I
whole.
don't know. Matter of fact, if I know anybody that did an episode on it, is my brother Sean from keep it G News. I know he did an episode. I know he covered it because Shorty is home and it's weird as fuck. Like dudes is home talking about crimes is not that much old. I can see if this was 20 years later and he doing the interviews. Dudes doing interviews with crimes that's fresh. You get what I'm saying? This Papa Smoke thing is very, very fresh, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Really, really fresh. So, but I don't know if you want to check it out. Shorty is doing interviews. I'm quite sure he's gonna be on Vlad TV. I'm quite sure he's gonna be on Say Cheese. I'm quite sure people is gonna pay him to come talk about that Papa Smoke shit. I think he'll be anywhere but New York. You know what I mean? I don't think no platform want to interview him in New York. And if you go to New York, you know you out of bounds, regardless if you knew that was him, regardless of whatever any politics that got something to do with it. You can't go to New York ever to do an interview. But hey, California make fucking more millionaires than anywhere. You get what I'm saying? California don't need no other fucking state or city for nothing. You get what I'm saying? So, them dudes just live in Cali their whole life and play the West Coast and the Midwest. They never gotta come on the East Coast for shit. So I don't know, man. You gotta tap into that. But with that Turk and the hot boy thing, man, I think it was like I said, man. I think it was fucked up overall. And I think shout out to Lil Wayne for just standing on business. And again, I'm a BG fan. I fuck with BG.
But
You know what I mean?
ask
I'm a
yourself
fan of the
this:
whole Cash Money.
Was it really? Do you really think Wayne did that for Turk? I think Wayne did that for Wayne.
No, because they saying for one, Cash Money was making it seem like it was a Hot Boy reunion, but it was the Essence Festival. So the Essence Festival never booked the Hot Boys. I guess they just booked them individually, and they look like, oh, this is the 30th Essence Festival. Let's just make history. Somehow, some way, Turk didn't get an invite to the Essence Festival or nothing, and they saying that's the politics. They saying it had to be something wrong. Wayne could have did that for them, but BG just did 12 years in prison. You get what I'm saying? Him and Wayne was going back and forth. Wayne is the same guy that made Damn I Miss My Dogs. So Wayne showed us early on in his career how much love that he had for them. But Wayne grew to be a fucking mega superstar. Lil Wayne is a mega superstar now. He's the biggest, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? If nigga want to say he's top 20 dead or alive in the 50 years of hip hop, that's Wheezy. Some people might say he's top five, some people may say top 10. I'm just saying
Some
legendary.
may say go.
Some may say nobody's above him, but my personal opinion, Lil Wayne is in the top 20 greatest in no order. He's just in that top 20. What I'm gonna be with respect to hip hop, the top 50 greatest rappers ever. Lil Wayne will be classified in top 50 of all time, no order. Wayne to be top 50. You get what I'm saying? Wayne to be top 50. So I love Wayne for that. But Turk, when you look at their interviews early on, Juvenile a little older than them, Juvenile older than all of them, BG next to age, and then it's Wayne and Turk. Early on with the Hot Boys, Wayne and Turk did a lot of collabs together. Like when you wanted to hear Turk and Wayne, they sound good together.
Man,
Early
they was
on, you
just the
couldn't tell
two
them
young
apart.
niggas.
Yeah, you couldn't tell them apart early on when they be in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Birdman, is known for doing a lot of stuff. Like I said, it's my personal opinion. I don't know Birdman. I'm a fan of Birdman, but a lot of the shit that I heard that he done that's been, going viral and the money issues and shit, making me like, damn, Bird, you a wild nigga. But I'm feeling like, yo, it ain't no hot boy reunion. We all can't step on stage without one of the members that meant something. And like Turk made one song and just was on photos. Turk was hard as shit on a lot of them records. Turk was on a lot of records. You know what I mean? I need a hot girl. You know what I mean? Bling bling.
No,
Like
he was
Turk
part
been
of the
working.
crew, man. He was a crew member,
He was a
a
crew
group
member.
member.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't ever think that Turk
He
shouldn't
wasn't the
have.
Capadonna to the Wu. He was actually in the
No,
crew.
right. He wasn't. And Capadonna get yeah, Capadonna get way more love than Turk as far as from the Wu. You get what I'm saying? They always
Yeah.
made a way for Capadonna to eat. You get what I'm saying? Capadonna was in jail and came home. They put him on one of the biggest songs ever. But I believe that Wayne and Birdman has talked over the recent. Then when BG first came home, BG had that record calling Wayne out his name, and Wayne replied back. So they had their little miscellaneous shit going on, but I didn't think it was nothing that couldn't be resolved.
Why nigga can't? I didn't call you a bitch plenty times with that. You didn't tell me I was acting like a bitch. You didn't tell boy acting. Why BG can't say that to Wayne
Oh
without him
no,
getting
that's
in
what
his
I said.
feelings,
I
acting
don't
like a
take the
bitch?
bitch word. Bro, homeboys in the streets that grow up in the ghetto, that's how I'm saying. Yo, you acting like a bitch. Stop being a bitch. That's it. And it ain't in the when a nigga calling you, I put it like this. In the ghetto, when a bitch word is used in a disrespectful manner, and when a bitch word is used just in general. It's like saying nigga. We use the word bitch and nigga. Yo, bitch and nigga is three words that us Baltimoreans use. You get what I'm saying? When somebody's saying that bitch word the wrong way. When somebody saying that nigga word the wrong way. I mean, that's just the truth of the matter, man. Hey, if y'all tapping in right now, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, man. Hey, for the algorithm to go up, I just need that. It's 14 people in here right now. We really appreciate you. Tap that purse right there. Get any raw dope merch, man. We'll be tapping in with Topic Tuesday coming up this week, the Thursday show. But I'm just tapping in on some topics that just need to be covered right now. We just talking about Lil Wayne. You know what I mean? No Turk, no Hot Boy reunion. Shakur Stevenson, Newark fans walking out on him. Lord Durk, 10-year-old son, shoots his stepfather. You know what I mean? That's what we on. That's what we've been talking about. And then we just getting into a little bit of everything if y'all just tapping in. But man, hit that like button right now, bro. Don't be no hater. It don't cost you nothing, bro. Right now to hit the like button. Just hit the like button. I ain't asking for nothing. If you like this channel and you want to support this channel, we have merchandise that we sell to keep our channel going. And we'd really appreciate if you purchase a t-shirt, hat, cup, even a $1.99 sticker, or just donate to the channel. I appreciate it. But if you don't want to do nothing, just hit the like button. You know what I mean? Hit the like button. Even if you don't want to subscribe, even if you want to be petty and don't like our content, don't subscribe, just hit the like button just to say, yo, I see what y'all doing. I respect it because you going like CNN, you going like Murder Inc., you going like Joe Buttons or what your favorite shows, and you're entitled to like whoever you like. But I'm just asking you to like what I'm doing. But yeah, I feel like Wayne didn't do it for him because Wayne already rich, bro. Wayne don't have no. They said he turned down $2 million to do the Essence Festival to have his own Young Money set. So I just think he's standing on business. He has the power to do it. Who are y'all to tell Turk he can't come to a city and perform with us to make it make sense? So okay, if y'all want to do it like that, y'all know these people coming here to see me. They coming here to see all of us because it's New Orleans, but they gonna go crazy with me because I'm Tucci. You get what I'm saying? That's the truth. The people gonna go crazy because they want to see BG because he been locked up all them years. The people gonna go crazy because they used to Juvenile. Juvenile and Manny Fresh been holding it down in New Orleans. Everybody know that. And then people want to see Turk come out and want to see y'all do some of them legendary songs that we grew up on and have a good goddamn time. And people would like to see the Hot Boys documentary, the Hot Boys reunion, a new Hot Boys album, a Hot Boys tour, which will run everybody bag up who need the money. And basically, I don't know nobody's financial status, but the way things is looking, you got bad sound in the car, Kenny. You got to come off. You get what I'm saying? Kenny, it's a bad sound in the phone. Whatever you doing, it's loud as shit. Click out and come back on. It's messing up the screen. Yeah, I'm gonna take you off the screen, bro. It's loud as shit. Or just come back in, yeah. But Lil Wayne, he stood on business with Turk. And I respect the fact that he stood on business with Turk because Turk is his friend. You get what I'm saying? And they know that if they do a documentary, they do a Hot Boy series, they do anything, this is something that I'm 100% sure that Turk can use the money. I'm 100% sure that BG can use the money. I'm 100% sure that Juvenile can use the money. I'm 100% sure that Weezer can use the money. But it's some of the, it'll be a big thing for Turk. You know what I mean? It'll be a big thing for Turk. I just think out of all four of them, I think Turk need that hot boy push, that hot boy reunion push to kind of like get some old fans back in his corner, run him up across the board and allow him to make some money and make some music. So I think Wayne did the right thing because what Wayne did, I'm that type of dude, bro. Like if it ain't all for one and one for all, bro, I ain't with that, bro. I ain't with that, bro. But New Orleans, like Baltimore, my city. I gotta come to Baltimore. I gotta show out. I gotta do this, but I ain't gotta fuck with y'all niggas because if y'all ain't fucking with my man or y'all ain't fucking with the homies for these petty reasons, I ain't fucking with y'all. He didn't disrespect them. It was disrespectful if you was one of them because he showed no acknowledgement. He didn't say welcome home, be jizzle. He didn't say juvenile. He didn't share a memory. He showed New Orleans and to let them know that they was beautiful. He let them know his career and he sung them fucking hits. Now, man, when you look at Lil Wayne joint, Wayne sung them hits and he showed the crew no love. And then you could see like doing like Juvenile said it was kind of like a little bit sloppy because I think Birdman was supposed to come out when he was playing What Happened to That Boy. So some certain things was supposed to happen that didn't happen. But overall, it was a legendary, it was a beautiful thing. But I don't. It's iconic to some of the people who never seen them who went to this 30-year anniversary Essence Festival, but it was like very, very, very hurtful to a lot of those hardcore Hot Boy fans, and it just showed that still in the day, black people, us as a culture, bro, always got some bullshit going on where we just can't love and honor and respect each other, bro. Like we can't get along for shit. You know what I mean? And it'd be a bunch of heads say, oh, yo, you shouldn't say this. We can't, like, dudes just acting like they can't sit down and talk. And many cultures, bro, sit down and talk and work things out and, fix old things. Us, we stand, and me too, I'm like that. If I don't fuck with you, you did something, bro, I just cut you off because I don't want to go through that again. That ain't right. Now, I mean, us as them boys should have been able to sit down, get up, meet at a hotel room in New Orleans, sat down, talk about how we going to do this. All of us going to have our sets. And then when Wayne come out, because he the biggest one, just like the Locks do with Kiss, Wayne gonna bring everybody out this motherfucker. I thought that's how I would have did it like that. Everybody gonna do their own set. When Wayne come out, we gonna let Wayne burn it down. Then we gonna let Wayne bring the whole Hot Boys back together. That's the way I would have did the set. It makes sense. Weezy is the biggest of the Hot Boys. You get them, I would have lined them up. Turk would have came out first. You get what I'm saying? And it's a tug of war with Juvie and BG. But Turk would have came out first. to get the crowd going. I would have brought Juvenile out second just because Juvenile got them hits. Then I would have brought BG out because BG was, you know what I mean, is the one that came home. He B Jizzy, he baby gangster. You get what I'm saying? And then I would have brought Weezy out and let Weezy do all them songs he did, but told him, boy, be ready to do like 4 of the Hot Boy classics. Bling Bling, back that ass up. All that shit, bro, would have drawn the crowd crazy. It would have been memorable. It would have been very, very rememberable, but it wasn't. It wasn't rememberable, bro. It wasn't. It was memorable for those that was there the 30th year of Essence Festival. But the people, when you get old, and a lot of people that was there getting their 50s and their 60s, they just gonna be like, them niggas wasn't unified because Turk wasn't there. All them dudes was there, but they wasn't there together. I feel like Juvenile, Manny Fresh, BG was there together. Wayne was with Young Money. You get what I'm saying? They was all together. Turk wasn't there. And Wayne did his own thing and brought J Mills and Gutter Gutter out and made an announcement. These my brothers. Woo, 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 woo. And New Orleans, and he did his thing. And I know that everybody know BG did his thing too. I love BG performance, solo performance too, but I know that everybody know, like, yo, that was a legendary performance by Wayne. Wayne stole the show, and the sad part about it is we knew Wayne would steal the show, but we thought after Wayne steal the show that the Hot Boys were just gonna do something that never been done. Yeah, man, they was legendary. Cash Money is definitely legendary. And can you grab me something to drink? uh I definitely want to get into the Hot Boy shit, take a ride into the Hot Boy shit, because the Hot Boys had classy shit, bro. The Hot Boys was a very, very huge group when I was younger, bro. Because I felt like coming up in the 90s and the 80s, the Hot Boys brought what I would say the ghetto to the forefront. That's what I want to say. The Hot Boys brought the ghetto to the forefront. And what I mean by that, our wear dressing, the baggy jeans, the jabot shirts, the t-shirts, and then they was talking, like how we talk luxury cars on chrome. I played that. 5-figure charges on bones. I say that. Ounces of coke at a young age. Look, I weighed that. You know what I mean? I mean, hot girls. I like them hot. The ones that don't tell me to stop, eat dick, swallow the cum, and they know how to pop. Need a project, bitch. A hood rat, bitch. One that don't give a fuck and say she took that. That's like ghetto slang put on a beat. Like, come on, bro. Come on, that nigga had that joint. Damn, I miss my dogs. Many nights we was club hopping. Many nights we was blowing trees. Many nights they had bling bling. Like, you don't get to make records with your team like that, the epic, and then just want to do a reunion without them. Like bling bling, like was like me. Everybody, we come up with we kings. We kings and queens. We come from Africa because Jury was just so. Thank you. Jury was just so nice, and Jury was just so everything. But the Hot Boys really made that Jury shit look good. I ain't lying to you, man. Baby and them made that shit look good. Like, you ain't know what a rollie was. Hot Boys was just really talking about, that shit, man, and cars, and they wasn't jumping out these cars with the Versace on. That's what made the Hot Boys most classical. They wasn't jumping out the cars with the Versace. They wasn't jumping out. They made it feel like, yo, you get they made you feel like Baby and them made you feel like you could be yourself in these big ass, dumb ass cars. You know what I mean? Baby and them wasn't wearing a bunch of Gucci and Prada shit. If they had it on, you ain't really care. They had Reeboks and Jabots and white t-shirts on, rollies and big ass chains hopping out of fucking everything you want to hop out of, bro. And it's like, damn, when I see them niggas like, damn, yo, you could be yourself. You ain't gotta have a costume on. You ain't got to be you wear all your chains with your white t-shirt on and your regular shit. We New Balance and Air Force One. So Baltimore niggas was rocking the Jabot jeans with the Air Force Ones and the big t-shirts. That's how we dressed. So Cash Money started rapping that shit. And that's what makes most South niggas so famous, because for us, Maryland being the first southern state in the United States, we really fucked it with the North more than we fucked it with the South where we from. So we adapted to a lot of that North shit. So Nas and them was like slick niggas. Jay-Z and them was like slick niggas. You supposed to have on this when you jump out this car. You supposed to look like this when you got this money. Them down south boys say, nah, you supposed to look like this when you got this money. Niggas just jumping out regular. Well, what they were regular, just being regular. Like fashion wasn't the big thing down there. Your house and your car and your bag was more important than the fucking fashion. That's what Cash Money brought to the table. Like New York introduced us to fashion. What up? New York introduced us to fashion, wanting you to wear that high end shit, wanted you to look like this as a rapper. The South brought you nigga, you could just be what you gonna be, nigga. As long as you got that motherfucking bag, a icy car, and you shining, nigga, you can put on what you want to put on. You get what I'm saying? That's it. You know, we seen niggas up north putting the shit together. Polos, Tommy Hilfiger, Versace, DKNY, all that shit. Parasucos, Red Monkeys, all that shit. Them niggas started fucking with that shit later on when they got that paper. It was just a uniform, but the Hot Boys uniform is just the best uniform that you wanted to see when you was young listening to hip hop. When I was young listening to hip hop, that shit made me, just made you like, man, I want to jump out. Back then, the Lexus Coupes and the Lexus GS was the shit. You wanted to jump out the GS with your watch on, your chain on, your white T-shirt on, your Jabos, your New Balance, your Air Force One. You felt like you was fresh as a bitch. Now a nigga jump out on with just as much clothes as the car costs. You get what I'm saying? Niggas wearing all that shit now because that's just a trending thing. But Cash Money made that shit look good. Even Master P and them was wearing Versace and wearing shit like that, just letting you know, like once you make it big, they did videos and suits and shit, and they did all like expensive looking videos where will make a young person think like, when you get this money, you want to do this and do that. Nah, them Cash Money niggas made you say, nigga, I'm gonna get this money and be me. I'm gonna be hanging in a motherfucking hood with a ball with a motherfucking bankroll on me. Same thing with T.I. So just to see them reunite and not have Turk on it and then Wayne stand on business, I fucks with that. I fucks with that 100%. I fucks with that 100%, bro. I fucks with that. And that's a part of Lil Wayne not being a yes man. So what I'm hoping for and a lot of hip hop fans is hoping for is that they come to the table and give us this Hot Boy album, give us this Hot Boy documentary, give us this Hot Boy series, give us this Hot Boy tour. You know what I mean? And then give us some new music from all of them. I feel like that's their run. I feel like that's their run before they go into their Hall of Fame run. You know what I'm saying? Wayne, he's still here. You know what I mean? BG, all of them still gonna make music for the next 5 years, but I think that Hot Boy shit will just help all of them out. I don't think it'll do much for Wayne because Wayne has hit the top of his career. I feel like Juvenile has hit the top of his career. I feel like BG was just always one step from the top because I feel like Turk was two steps from the top. But this Hot Boy reunion, if they get together and make a Hot Boy reunion, I feel like that's all of them at the top of the Mount Rushmore for New Orleans. And I think it's good for New Orleans. I think it's good for the culture. I think it's good for hip hop. But I respect what Lil Wayne did, bro. I respect what Lil Wayne did, bro. If that's the reason that everybody is saying that he ain't do it because they blackball Turk, that's real. Yeah, bro. We definitely want to see him on perform, but you know, Turk wasn't there. And I truly don't understand why Turk wasn't there, bro. I don't understand why Turk wasn't there, bro. And it's crazy to me that Turk wasn't there. And Turk, he hurt about that shit, bro. You know what I mean? If I was Turk, I'd be hurt about that shit too. Turk is hurt about that shit, bro. If you was Turk, you'll be hurt, bro. I'd be hurt about that too, bro. But I'm saying me, I'd had a different mentality, bro. Maybe I don't know what happened last night. We don't, ain't no footage out. If you wasn't at Aston Festival, or you wasn't in not last night, but if you wasn't at Essence Festival a few days ago, you wasn't in New Orleans, and you're not an inside man of that crew. We don't know if Turk popped up and shit got ugly. We don't know. You get what I'm saying? Ain't nothing on the internet about it. Everything just on the internet about Wayne carried the way he carried it because them niggas ain't invite Turk or made it the way Turk couldn't come. But I heard about Turk having events, Essence Week in New Orleans. So, but he just wasn't there when all of them was on stage, and that was crazy to me. They had everybody there but Turk, and I feel like Baby and Slim ought to do something about that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they need to kill that because them niggas too old. Like I'm saying, Baby and Slim 50, all the hot boys 40 and up. So it's like, man, come on, man. Y'all niggas 40 and up carrying on shit. You know, y'all made history together, like how that situation can't be fixed. So that's crazy to me, man. That's truly crazy to me. Honestly, it's crazy. It's something that shouldn't have been done. But Lil Wayne stood on business. Nork fans walks out of the arena on Shakur Stevenson. I'm a fan of Shakur Stevenson. I wish the best for that brother, but the Nork people, they wanted to see a knockout. They wanted to see a bloodbath, and Shakur didn't deliver that. And all over the boxing world, they saying that he's a great fighter. He's one of the, he's a great far as defense and not missing punches. He's all of the above, but he's just not a crowd pleaser. Yeah, New Orleans was the right place for it to happen. You know what I mean? But you see, they ain't even, they in a different place. You know what I mean? They in a different space, bro. I don't know if it's gonna come together, but money make the world. One Universal been behind them so long. Of Universal get them in the office, cut the checks. They want. I feel like if they not gonna do it authentically and do it just fucking with each other and kill that shit, it ain't gonna be fun to see. But also they could just get the paper and just do it from the paper and honor their contracts. But I would love to see a Hot Boy tour. You know what I mean? I can't wait to BG get closer, man. I definitely want to go see BG and support BG and buy tickets or table whenever he have an event. You get what I'm saying? If I'm in New Orleans during the week, I know Drury perform in New Orleans like every week. He got like Drury Tuesdays or something like that. And I would like to see Manny Fresh and shit like that. Birdman, you know what I mean? I would love to see them all, bro. But you know what I mean? I've been to it. Last time I seen Lil Wayne, he was at the Redwood Trust in Baltimore. I don't think I ever seen Lil Wayne again, but I would like to go to a Lil. After saying Lil Wayne performance in New Orleans, that made me want like go to a Lil Wayne show. So when Wayne go on tour, I think I'm gonna chase that show. But if it's the Hot Boys go on tour, I'm gonna chase like 4 or 5 of them shows. As long as they come to like New York, if they in New York, Baltimore, DC, Virginia, or like in the Carolinas and shit, or like in Jersey and Philly, I will go to like a lot of them shows that's close to me if the Hot Boys. But man, listen, it's 8 of y'all in here, man. Hit that like button for me right now. Hit that like button for me, bro. It don't cost you nothing. Sister don't cost you nothing. Hit that notification button. Hit that subscribe button. Drop like. Leave a comment, man. We just wanted to tap in with the people on this Sunday. I will be back on YouTube tonight at 10:30. Just to double back. I don't know who pulling up on me, but a few people want to pull up on me. Had some things on their mind. So we're gonna cover the rest of the topics on the weekend, man. But you know how this go. No fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. Anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. Raw Dope Podcast. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, bro. Don't be a hater. It's nothing wrong with hitting the like button. I'm not asking you to drop nothing in the Cash App. I ain't got no Cash App thing up there. You become a member, you buy some merch. But if you don't want to do none of that, hit the like button, bro. Hit the like button. Show me some love. Hit the like button, man. But make sure y'all tap in 10:30 tonight. 10:30, no later than 10:45 with the Sunday's news, man. I'm tapping in. Spaz might pull up. My man Sean Brown might pull up. I don't know who gonna pull up. Porch Prophet might pull up. I don't know. Somebody go on YouTube with me later and deliver some comments and get some pennies. Kenny was in his car and he had the phone hooked up to his car. That's why y'all heard that loud shit in here. Hey, just tap in, man. Listen, we trying to get to 10K, bro. Trying to get to 10K. I want to get to 100K, but I can't be greedy, but I'm trying to get to 10K. So, man, just subscribe to my channel, share my channel. If you like my comment, you like my content, comment, man.